Hi everyone, my name is Celeste Amante. I'm based in Massachusetts. We provide housing for underserved individuals and families through transitional housing. Those families include age-out foster youth, seniors, veterans, domestic violence survivors, and single moms, families with minor children. We also acquire and manage assisted living facilities in the East Coast. So because of that, I wanted to present to you our buy box. So we're constantly looking for properties wherein we can house those individuals and families. I will show you our buy box for the transitional housing and co-living and also the buy box for assisted living facilities. So let me share you my screen. Share screen here. Here it is. So this is our buy box. Very simple one page. I made it very clear so everyone can look into it and really see what we're looking for. So just a clear, really short introduction. My husband Philip and I are in the owners club. So when people see my buy box, there's a QR code. You can scan me and save me on your cell phone right away. You can find me on all my socials at Celeste Monte. I have an email in here. I do have an email on my website, but we're fixing that right now. So I'm putting in my personal email for right now. And you'll see my phone number in there. So let's go to the assisted living facilities first. So assisted living facilities, we cater from small to mid-sized assisted living facilities from 6 beds. That's the residential small side, 6 to 16 beds, and then 20 above to 50 beds. So what we're looking for, license for 6 to 50 beds. Single story is preferred, but open to 2 stories if the layout works. So those facilities that are 20 to 50, 20 above, if they are not single story, they have either a chair lift that you connect to the stairs or they have an elevator. So we can configure that layout pretty much. So we would like to have already converted residential facilities, purpose built, meaning this is really built from the ground up to be a facility already, or already a well-maintained commercial assisted living facilities. Because when you go more than 30 above, those facilities already have everything in place in there. So we're looking for those types of facilities for our commercial ones. Residential, mainly like big houses that has been converted to accommodate those many 6 to 16 above people. So we're looking for that as well. A mix of private, semi-private rooms, memory care optional. We do really want to cater to the memory care because it's a niche that not a lot of people are providing. And so we want to provide that. So mixed use of private, semi-private, because we want to cater to all demographic when it comes to assisted living facilities. So preferably turnkey or light rehab. Obviously, we want to acquire it, bump up the management and operation, and really manage that and put people in it right away as soon as we can. Obviously, we want to focus on operations and management, the care for the seniors. And so we wanted to make sure that we have that in place before we put people in there. So we want to we want to at least spend more time training our people, our staff, than making the facility pretty. So if obviously it has to always be ADA approved or ACA approved if you're in Florida, but we want it to be slight renovation. Obviously, we have to tailor it that benefits our seniors. But if it's turnkey, it's ideal. We can do our job right away. But if we need to do some work on it, we're definitely going to do that. So again, it depends on what the facilities look like, and we can definitely talk about that. Residential or institutional zoning accepted. So we can do, I think it's very self-explanatory, but residential is institutional zoning, meaning it's zoned to hold that kind of business in the area. We can go to the city and ask for that, but it's mainly if you have a facility in there, it's practically zoned for that. Active or recently inactive license within the past 12 months. So obviously we want it active so we can do our job right away. But if they have been inactive for the last 12 months, that's fine too. We can rectify that. We can figure out what happened and hopefully get all the licensing and everything in place. Again, we focus on the care for our seniors and our staff. And so we want to make sure that everything is in place when we open up our facility. Active or recently active licensing is good. So existing trained staff is a plus. Again, labor is very important to us. And so if you already have existing staff in there, that is a plus. We can rehire them and retrain them to our standards, and we can retain them if they are able to go through our rigorous training, or replace them if that's something that is not working. So admin and operator in place is ideal too, because already they know the facility and we can always retrain them and rehire them, right? So those are the stuff what we're looking for in a facility. Financial filters. So cap rate of 8 to 10% minimum, occupancy targeting to 85% or plus. Obviously, non-functioning facilities or poor managed facilities would be lower than the targeted occupancy that we have, but that's fine. That's the target, but it doesn't mean it has to be at that occupancy rate. So it could be lower than that. So we can add more value to it. Net profit, at least 25 to 30% after expenses. Again, those are stuff that we can negotiate. We can take a look at the facility and do our due diligence. And if this is something, definitely it's something that we can turn over anyway. Location focus is Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Florida, Georgia, and Delaware. So those are the areas that we are familiar with, and we're willing to work with other people regards to those areas. So that's the small to mid-sized assisted living facility that we're looking for. And that's on the right side of our buy box. So now we're transitioning over to transitional housing and co-living. So the property criteria and what we're looking for really are single family homes or small multifamily, 2 to 4 units, right? So 4 bedrooms plus, or if there is a potential to convert existing spaces. We'd love to have 6 bedrooms, but 4 bedrooms we can work on. And again, if there's a possibility for conversion, we can do that as well. 2 bedrooms definitely preferred, because you have to have at least 1 bedroom per 3 bedrooms. And so the more bathrooms are required. Again, if there's a potential to convert the existing space, can definitely convert that. 2,500 square feet, we prefer. Larger is better, again, because we want at least 6 bedrooms in there. More bedrooms, the better. If you have previous dorms that's not renting out anymore, these are the stuff that we're looking for, because we can definitely easily convert that. Features that we love: finished basements. Obviously, in New England, we have a lot of basements, and not a lot of them are finished, but that's fine. If there's a finished basement, we love that. ADU, additional unit. If there's space and we can build that, we'll definitely do it. Otherwise, if it's already existing there, that's a garage conversion. Again, an additional dwelling unit is what we prefer. So if there's space there within the outside the house or in the garage area, that is a plus. Again, we want to make sure that we put our people in there right away and we utilize the right away so we can help more people as soon as possible. Turnkey or light cosmetic rehab is what we're looking for. No major construction, because we've been getting leads that are like, like that. And that's something that we really can't do as of the moment, because we have people waiting. We want it to be at least 30 to 60 days. If you can do a flip that quick, we could probably put people in there. But turnkey or light rehab cosmetic is ideal for us. The location has to be in a C plus neighborhoods, because again, we're putting in people in transition there. People will be coming in and out. And these neighborhoods are close to public transportation, close to, laundromats, because they're in transition. Not all of them have cars. And again, they're going to be going in and out. So let's say our 8 foster youth, right? So we house and then give them life skills, right? And so when they're ready, they're 3 or 6 months, they're able to find a job, they're able to get their credit score repaired, or at least have a decent credit score, and they're now able to rent. And so they only would stay with us between 3 to 6 months, another age foster youth would come in. That's something that the one is very important, is because they have to be able to commute to those places. Job again, the poshier, the like get into other neighbors, or why are there so many people in there, blah blah blah. We want to make sure that in a location where they'll feel comfortable, and there's every financial structure. Open to creative finance, obviously, sub to seller finance, wraps, lease option, very important. But we also can buy it directly SCR or whatever, something like that. Those financial structure. I don't want to put really numbers on that, because houses in New England is The target markets that I have there is Massachusetts and Connecticut, but we're opening up to other places as well. Illinois, we're opening Illinois, and we're opening up to Delaware. We're opening to New York as well. I have yet to put that in there. I'm so sorry I didn't edit it. But yeah, so Massachusetts, Connecticut, Illinois, and Delaware. We're still figuring out the area, but that's something we're considering. So yeah, or if you have questions, you have a property that you think could work but not quite sure, make sure you reach out to me. Can talk about it. All right. Again, I just want to present you our buy box, and yeah, feel free to get my phone number and my information in there. Free to reach out, and let's do business together and provide housing to underserved individuals and families and provide housing for our seniors. Have a good one. Bye.